students. I hope you all are safe at home. From today we will start our online classes, and our next chapter is chapter 6, tissue. Right? In the previous chapter, the fundamental unit of life, cell, we had discussed about the cell. All organisms consist different type of cells. For example, unicellular organism we had discussed in the previous chapter, unicellular and multicellular cells, right? Unicellular cell means the organism which consists only one type of cell. Uni means one. Okay. For example, amoeba. We had discussed about the amoeba. Amoeba is a unicellular organism which perform their own life processes. Life processes means digestion, respiration, circulation, excretion. All these are the life processes which are performed by only single cell in case of amoeba or in unicellular organism, right? Next kind of organisms are multicellular organisms. Multicellular organisms are the organisms which have more than two type of cells, right? These kind of organisms are called multicellular organisms, and these multicellular organisms perform their different life processes by different either tissue, organ and organ system. Today we will discuss on the tissue. What is tissue? Group of similar cell or group of dissimilar cell is called tissue, right? In case of multicellular organism, the organism are divided on in different level of organization. Tissue level of organization, group of cell is called tissue, group of tissue is called organ, and group of organ is called organ system. These are the different level of organization in the multicellular organism: tissue level, organ level and organ system level. Okay, first we will discuss on the tissue level only, and this tissue level of organization is divided into both plant and animal, right? Plant as well as animal both are consist different type of tissues. Firstly, we will discuss about the plant only. Plant tissues generally different from the animal tissue on what basis? First question is arise this: what is the difference between plant tissue and animal tissue? First thing, plant tissue are two type. It means some tissues have capability of division. They whole life continuously divide in case of plants. And the second type of tissue in plants are permanent tissue. It means these are that kind of tissue which does not have capability of division. They stop their capability of division and perform specific functions, right? But in case of animals, whole life animal tissues have capability of division. They are divided continuously, still they are alive, right? So this is the main difference between plant tissue and animal tissue. Now we will discuss on firstly plant tissue only. Later on we will discuss on the animal tissue in this chapter only. Plant tissue is divided into two types. I already said that these are of two types: meristematic and permanent. Always keep in mind where this term meristematic is arise in case of science. Meristematic means division, right? Permanent means which does not have capability of division. It means meristematic are those kind of tissue which have capability of division, and these tissue have very active cell in case of plant because they always divide. They have capability of division. That's why they consist very active kind of cell. Active means their cell consists of dense cytoplasm. The cell which have origin means origin का मतलब होता है जहाँ से जो चीज arise हो, right? Okay. On the basis of origin, they are divided into three parts: apical, intercalary, and lateral. Apical means apex. Intercalary means जो middle में present होगा, middle, and lateral means basal part. Okay. All these perform different function in different region, right? These are the different region in the apex. You can say that this is the apex of root or apex of shoot. Generally, in both cases, root as well as shoot, this type of meristematic tissue is present, right? At the apex, apical means apex. This type of meristematic tissue have capability to increase the length of the plant. Either it is shoot or root, either it is stem or root. चाहे वो stem है या root है, apical meristem perform. What is the function of apical meristem? Apical meristem generally increase the length of the root and shoot. Okay. Next is the intercalary. As you can see that it is present in the mid of the apical and lateral. So simply it means that you know very well plants have nodes and internodes. What is the meaning of nodes? For example, this is your stem and it consists swollen part in the mid of the stem. You can see any kind of stem. These are the nodes, and the difference between two nodes is called internode simply, right? These nodes or you can say that swollen part of the stem is called node, and these nodes consist of different type of meristematic cells are called intercalary meristem. These meristematic cells called intercalary meristem, it means they are present in the node region, and this node region have capability to produce this leaf system as well as adventitious roots. Generally roots are of two types, it is out of your syllabus, but I say that this is the reason where leaves are arise and adventitious roots are arise, because this region consists compact cell. Compact means बहुत tightly packed cells present होती हैं in this region. So these cells have capability of division, right? And third and last one of meristematic tissue is the lateral meristem. Lateral, as you know very well, lateral means later, जो base पे present होगा. It means these meristematic cells or tissue are present at the base of the stem or root. So what is the function of lateral? It increases the girth of the, girth means you can say that width of the plant, right? So these are the three different meristematic tissue on the basis of origin. Apical increase the length of the plant, intercalary help to produce the leaf system, and lateral is the basal part, so it increase the girth or width of the plant. So this is all about the meristematic tissue. One more thing keep in mind, meristematic always living in nature. Meristematic cells are always living in nature. So we have three main points about the meristematic tissue. First, they are always living. They have capability of division, and they have very active cells. These are the meristematic. Second are the permanent. Permanent means the cell which lose the capability of division. Which lose the capability of division are called permanent tissue. So plants consist two type of tissue: meristematic, which are living, and permanent, which are non-living. Right? Keep in mind, these are always living and these are non-living in nature. But all permanent tissues are not living primary. मतलब primary मतलब starting में जब वो produce होंगे तब वो non-living नहीं होंगे. Later on they are convert into non-living. As maturity, as they start maturity, they are converted. Living cells are converted into non-living. Generally, meristematic cells is converted into permanent cell. Few meristematic cells are converted into permanent cells. So, what is permanent cell? Permanent cells are type of cell in case of plant which lose the capability of division. First thing, lose the capability of division. Second thing, they have specific function. Third thing, they have fixed shape of the cell. right? Three different characteristics of permanent tissue. They are they have specific shape, specific function, and they have specific function, right? Okay, now permanent tissues are divided into two parts, simple and complex. As the name indicates, simple means which are formed by simple or one kind of permanent cells only one type of, not two or more than two, only one type or simple type of cells are present in case of simple permanent tissue. In case of complex permanent tissue, complex tissues are present. It means this kind of permanent tissue made up of two or more than two type of cells. Two or more than two different cells are present in case of xylem. On the basis of complexity of cells, these simple and complex tissue are further divided into various types. Simple permanent tissue is divided into parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. Next are the complex tissue. Complex tissue are divided into xylem and phloem. These are the vascular tissue of the plant. You can see that. Now we will discuss one by one on these topics. Firstly, we will discuss on the parenchyma. Okay.